Hold up. Yes, yes, this is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Down to Earth podcast with my brother Sean Myrie. And we got family up in here, another correspondent, and that's T Royals. You done know.
Salute,
You
salute.
done
Down
know,
to
people.
earth. Already know.
A
Yeah,
little news, a little news. The biggest news. I'm gonna go straight up, not wasting no
Not-
time. The submarine thing with the Titanic.
Mhm.
These
Oh,
guys,
let's go.
these guys had a mission to go see the Titanic wreckage, deep sea. These are not average people. They're wealthy people. They built this submarine, or they made somebody or rented it, and it ended up imploding, not
Imploding.
exploding,
Imploding.
right? So check this. I'm gonna throw this out there because my lady made me like realize this. I'm gonna give her this credit. We're gonna go more deep down to earth, but you know what she said? She said maybe there is nobody in that submarine, right? Maybe there's no one in the submarine.
I concur.
And if there was somebody in the submarine, the government is behind it, because I'm going to tell you this: what came out, a lot of people don't know. The government admitted they mentioned that their water, I say some secret type of government agency for like the military for the water, right? They knew about the implosion before it was reported to the news. They admitted it. I don't know if people know about this part of the news, that
Never heard
the government basically heard the explosion or implosion. They knew about it before it was reported to us. They knew
Okay.
all about it. They sense, like, they know everything, right?
We was talking about this earlier. That's interesting to me because an implosion is not something that you can hear per se.
Yeah.
Explosion, yes, most definitely. But an implosion that deep, you ain't know who the fuck, what human ears could hear that.
So check this.
Somebody lying about it.
Okay, think of it. Why mostly the military will attempt that, right? So to go that deep, but these people were explorers, they're adventurers. If you just gotta look under the description, right, of the people who went there. I know there was a young. Check this.
No, check this. You're pretty much saying they have the funding for a scientist, what they want to do, but they're not a scientist.
No, they are. They
No,
are.
did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what
Yeah.
I just said? They have the funding for a
Yeah.
scientist, but they don't have like the degrees like of science.
No, they do have the degrees. That's why I'm going into the description. I'm not just talking about the story. All of them are highly educated people. The
Yeah,
billionaire.
billionaires, but they're nerds.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I mean
The
by
billionaire-
scientist, man, what I mean by that is that scientists then most likely work for the government. See?
Yes,
what I
that's
mean?
what this guy
They
does.
don't work for the government.
No, you never looked up. That's why you gotta look up info, man.
They
That
work
guy-
for the government.
One of the guys worked for basically the government, done a whole bunch of stuff, explored all around the world. This man went to the I think the South Pole many
This is
times.
the dude that he
traveled.
tried to challenge all flat earthers. Like
No, he didn't challenge. I don't think he challenged flat earthers. I think he is one, because he said basically, if you look on his whole description.
the same. Oh, sorry, the same dude.
Yeah.
The one that died.
Yeah, he had the
Okay.
he was a research. He was a researcher and a traveler, and it's documented how this guy went to the South Pole many times.
Okay,
This
yeah,
man-
yeah. My bad.
He put it this way: if you know the info, you have to look on it kind of suspect. Why would you go put yourself in that danger? This man traveled many times, adventure. You just look up the description of the guy, right? I think
Yeah.
it's Hamish Harden. If you look
Yeah.
up the description of the guy, you're gonna wonder, wait, this man has experience. What happened now, right? Why wasn't there like a monitored boat on top?
I'm looking at. I cut you off. My bad.
Go on. No, I was wondering, why wasn't there someone monitoring this whole thing when they were going? Wasn't there outside? Why didn't
That's
they have
what
an outside
everybody's
source?
saying. That's like the obvious, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at it like, yo, it's like a fake your death type of thing, because we all know billionaires, the Billy Boys,
Yes.
they got them bread to do that. It's
Get
either
into
that, or it's either they were doing too much and they had to get, The easiest kill is an implosion. How many thousand feet below sea level?
You see, there's two ways you're
You know,
saying it
that's the
like me.
easiest kill. Like no evidence. No one's gonna
Yes.
question you who try to off them if it was a hit job or whatever. No one's gonna question that because no one could like provide evidence. There's water involved that washes away everything. Worst
goes
off saying the shit imploded. That means the shit disappeared.
That's what they're saying. They said they didn't even feel. They said
You
they
know
didn't
what
even
I'm
feel it.
In other
They
words,
didn't even feel the impact. They're saying they didn't feel nothing. That's what they're reporting. They didn't even feel it. They wouldn't.
Yo, but check this out. Check this out.
I call
Rose
ritual distraction.
brought up a point, yo. If that happened and all that, right? How come they don't send a drone down there to see where you're going?
They did. They did.
No, why they ain't showing
No,
us?
How
Why
come we're not
you seen it?
seeing? What, you saw something?
Yeah, they showed the wreckage.
Really?
There is a wreckage.
Okay, we're late.
Like
then.
some
We're
pieces,
late
some
on the
pe-
news then.
Yeah, a little bit. Not really a wreckage, like pieces of it spread out
Down there.
Down there.
So they
Yeah.
sent the drone down there.
Yeah. I
So they
guess.
found bodies.
No, you can't find nobody.
Oh,
That's
hold
done, man.
up.
Wait a minute.
And remember, we're not questioning
You
you,
said-
you know.
you
We're
said-
questioning
yeah.
them. Why
Yeah.
didn't they send that drone to find them when they were looking for them? That don't make no sense.
This is what I'm saying. This is the big
Same
picture. I
drone
want-
they're showing they sent to show the wreckage
After?
when they couldn't
Yeah.
find them.
Afterwards?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Why
saying.
not during the? There was like 32 hours of air.
That don't make no sense.
32
Look on it, man.
hours, bro.
You know-
so
you
you're
know
telling
what
me
the-
they send the drone after 32 hours?
You know what's
No,
going on?
We're gonna wait.
They're getting
32
sloppy. They're getting
hours
sloppy.
when,
Yo.
when they're out of air, and then
They-
we're gonna send the
They
drone.
lying to the people. You know
Yeah,
it.
they're
Sean.
getting
Send it
sloppy.
So they
Yo.
wait. Hold on a minute. You're telling me, said for the first 2 hours, 3 hours. No, fuck that. Even 5, Sean.
Yeah.
5 hours, guy. 6. They couldn't send the drone.
Check this.
They
Why?
couldn't send the
Any
drone.
of you guys have a phone, right? Where you can look on Hamish Harden, the guy, the one that look up the people who passed away. They say passed away in the.
No, I
submarine.
know about the dude. I know.
I want to look that. Okay, you know what he's into. Just
But we're saying-
But, Sean,
We're
that's
not asking you,
right
you
now,
know. We're
right
saying
now,
to
I'm
them,
just
why
saying
would they
right
do
now,
that? That's
right now, if they sent the drone, right, after
Mm.
32 let me say it again. 32 hours.
I know.
So
Yeah.
you're telling me after 5, even 6, even 10, guy, even 10 hours, you tell me said they couldn't send the drone then?
I don't know why they didn't do it.
The issue
You know,
was
you know how much hours that is? And enough time to get a drone together to go down there?
the issue was right.
Come on, man.
These guys they couldn't find them. That's what I'm confused about. So if they couldn't be found,
Just wait there. Hold
why
on.
not? Why didn't they send
Wait
the drone? How could the wreckage be found,
Wait
but
there.
they weren't
Hold
found
on a second. Wait
a
there.
lot? Like I don't get it.
Hold
It
on a
doesn't
minute.
make
Don't
sense.
we live in modern times? Don't they have GPS on that motherfucker?
No,
I
it
don't
just
know.
doesn't make sense
Wait
that they
there.
would find the
Wait,
wreckage,
hold
but
on,
they wouldn't
wait,
find them
wait,
when they
wait,
were
wait,
alive.
hold
That
on.
doesn't make
Wait,
any
like,
sense.
They said that the last communication, the last with them there, right? So
Yeah.
you're telling me you went all the way down there and they didn't put no GPS on that?
And what was the reason they're going down
No,
there?
no,
for?
Sean, you hear what I'm trying to say right now? You're
Yeah.
going in unknown territory, right? And you didn't put GPS on that big motherfucking submarine.
So who's to say these people really went down there?
You
I
get
don't,
what
I
I
don't
mean?
think nobody went down there, bro.
Come on, man. Come
This-
on,
this
man.
shit is
no,
a-
no. Listen here, man.
This
If
shit
you're
is a
thinking-
hoax.
If you're telling me this was like maybe 1980 or something like that, maybe yeah. But bro, we're in 2023, bro. They got GPS, all this different thing, radar and all that, bro. And yo, you telling me said they lost them?
And
Honestly,
check this. The billionaires. The billionaires.
Yeah,
This
the
is not-
first thing. That's what I'm saying. The first thing that hit
Sorry,
me,
man.
I'm agreeing
The
with you. The
billionaires.
Phillies, right? Wouldn't a billionaire want the top of the line, top of the mook,
Yep.
best fucking submarine to go down there with? Not
Yeah.
something that's experimental.
Yeah.
Because
You
the
want to go down there.
CEO of OceanGate is quoted saying the submersible is experimental but safe. That don't make none of this shit is making sense.
Yeah.
Because if something's experimental, that means risk is involved. So how's that safe?
You know what's going on? Why it doesn't make sense?
Why would a billionaire go on a cheap ass submarine when you have a company called Triton that makes the best quality submarines for the military and shit like that?
And when you look him up, he's
You
a
have
trap-
the money to buy the best quality, but you went on a cheap ass Pepsi can. This shit looks like a can.
Yo, check this. 5 people, right? Was it 4 or 5? About 4 to 5 with the young
was 5,
gentleman.
I
right?
see.
So check this. This is what they say. We don't. They're billionaires, right? This man, one of the main guys, I'm just focusing on him. I don't know about the others. You probably will find out later. All I know that he's a adventurer, a traveler. He knows about the circumference. I send you that, right? Circumference of the Earth. This man traveled. He's like an adventurer in modern day. What's the name? The movie they make of what's that? The guy who travels to Egypt again? Oh, I'm forgetting his name. The movie.
What you mean, Indiana Jones?
Yes, modern day
In fact,
Indiana
there's
Jones,
there's another
billionaire.
Indiana Jones coming out.
But I'm just saying this guy's a real Indiana Jones. This man, billionaire.
Yeah.
I want you guys to look him up. And
That's
when you
how
look him up,
I'm preing it like that too, cause I'm preing it like, yo, they probably looking at him like I'm preing it like
he was doing the flat
he's
Earth
doing
thing
too
because
much.
you notice
That's what I'm saying.
he's
Like
the
it's
flat
either
Earth
he's
thing.
doing too much and they had to silence him or shut his shit down,
No,
or
it's that-
he had for the same reason he had to fake his death and get the fuck out of
But
there.
like I
Or all
said,
five
Yeah,
of them. I
because-
don't really
But
know.
like I said again,
but, you know.
again, you have the funding for a scientist, but you're not a scientist. What I mean by that, John, again, you're not working for the government. You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
government is telling you where to go, what to do, and all of that. He's doing his own independent studies. Not true?
Yeah, no, but he was. I think he was working for the government too. He was working for the government. This man, at one point, he was
Well,
working for the government.
Some things are not supposed to be known and discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Some
No,
people
put
would
it
like
this
to
way.
believe, people in high places with a lot of
Let
power
them
would
know.
like to believe, would like to enforce the fact that yo, certain shit is off limits for you, plebs.
And people make
You regular
deals, people make deals behind doors. Because what I'm thinking now, like the Kyrie Irving talking about the flat Earth, and certain people start talking about it. This is like a Pandora's box. What's not really, they never expect to be reopened because they call people crazy now. But when you do your research now, right? This man, the same man, what they say passed away, he in his note, like if you check him out, and that thing what I sent you, right? It's on Instagram, that post, the circumference shit.
Yeah.
It explains how he traveled. That's his whole work, is going through like to the South Pole. How do you get to the South Pole? How do you get to the South Pole?
I'm looking at
And-
it right now.
Look at that. Both of those things. Yo,
I'm gonna read it.
How-
I'm gonna read it. In
How about-
geometry, the circumference is the perimeter of a circle or ellipse. That is, the circumference would be the arc length of the circle, as if it were opened up and straightened out to a line segment, straight line. More generally, the perimeter is the curved length around any closed figure, but then they tell you the Earth is a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
But look and realize the difference. Arc length is the distance between 2 points along a section of a curve. Determining the length of an irregular arc segment by approximating the arc segment as connected line segments is also called curve rectification. A rectifiable curve has a finite number of segments in its rectification. I know most people didn't understand that.
no, but it's good that you read it. And
Because
then
they can't see the picture that goes
no,
with
no, it's good. No, this why it's a podcast. They'll listen if they're really
Yeah.
smart. They'll listen to what you said. Now you see the man. You see the man's
Can I show
description.
it? Let's see if I can
Yeah,
show
no.
it.
See the man's description. Maybe you can't see it. Oh,
You
like
won't-
that.
you won't be able to see it.
but now look up the man's description. Like one of the billionaires who was on there. Just look up his whole
My bad.
thing.
Look,
Yo,
Hamish Harding.
Mhm.
George Hamish Livingston Harding was a British businessman, pilot, explorer, adventurer, and space tourist based in the United Arab Emirates, UAE. He was the founder of Action Group and was chairman of Action Aviation, an international aircraft brokerage company with headquarters in Dubai. As an adventurer, he was a member of the Explorers Club who visited the South Pole several times,
Mhm.
descended into the Mariana Trench. Oh, I know about that.
Mhm.
Broke a Guinness World Record for circumnavigation of the Earth and traveled into space. What if they faked their death? Oh, that's you. These
Yeah.
billionaires might still be alive, or the powers that be got them. Okay.
Mhm. No, because now look at what you read about him now, right?
Yeah.
The popularity now, people are starting to find out that look how the Earth is. What we're talking about. How is it a sphere? Look, a sphere
Yeah.
and a circle. Let's just make people clarify this. A
Yeah.
circle is different from a sphere. A
Yeah.
sphere is like a ball. So they're saying gravity keeps us to this ball, this spinning ball. Crazy. Now, a circle makes more sense because a circle could be within anything, which we call space, right? It's kind of like, like a dip, right? And there's the Earth. And that's why we believe all these planets are not separated. We're all together, right? So space just separates us. But you could jump into Mars, but you can't get that far. We'll be dead. You get, I mean, you can't get to the ice wall. You can't get above that ice wall.
Well, what's interesting to me with all this submarine shit and all this talk of like deep sea travel and all this
Mm,
stuff and discovering the deep sea now, it
mm.
kind of makes you think like maybe deep sea, maybe deep space is the deep sea.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I'm saying maybe like
No, no, no. It makes sense.
I'm
It
saying
makes
maybe for
sense.
those who are not there
It's
yet.
called
I'm
inner
trying to
space.
open people's minds. Like
No, look at it. If you're
maybe
going, yeah,
deep space is really deep sea,
deep
and that's
sea.
how they have us confused
Inner space.
because there's no set. There's no. You can't separate the two. Like, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
Outer space.
Like
because
it's
we're
one
going
Earth.
out there.
Yeah, we look at it like it's out
Yeah.
there.
Get it?
Uh-huh.
We're going out there. Inner space. We go in.
But you
there.
can't leave the firmament though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't leave the firmament.
you can't live. That's why they're just digging. You hear about China
Yeah,
digging into
yeah.
the ground. You only could dig.
There's probably
You
a firmament below the sea too. There's probably a point where you can't go no more. You know what I'm saying? And like what we're saying is, I said it earlier, and it's a known fact. 95% of the sea is undiscovered. You know what I'm saying? 95%, bro.
So
Just like how
no,
up here you have jungles and you have all these stuff living in the jungle. When you go
yeah.
deep down, it's life down there. There's life forms down there, bro. There's giant squid and stuff. Where
Mhm.
their eye is the size of a dinner plate and shit like that down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Aliens, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
What we call aliens is not
So
is
deep space is told to us with the
yeah.
whole Disney thing and the Werner von Braun and all that shit. That's not real.
Okay, look
You know?
at Atlantis. Look at Atlantis. How they put it in the movies. Atlantis is under the sea,
Yeah,
deep under the sea.
yeah.
Supernatural beings,
And
right?
I have to put this in there. I have to inject this in there because isn't it ironic how you got the new Black Mermaid movie going on right now and
Yeah.
all this
Mhm.
underwater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Under the sea.
Under the sea.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. This shit just screams ritual to me. This whole submarine bullshit. It just screams ritual. Like,
But now, what we're trying to
that's
explain now, to me, I'm just gonna explain it again, clarify it, and you might say it too. Look on the Earth like a bowl. That's what I was telling my pops the other day. The Earth is like a bowl. The water is up to a certain point, and then each side, that's the ice wall going around so high you can't get that high, what we call space. And then when we see the roundness of the Earth, that's just the reflection of the of the ice and the what's making whatever
I
chemicals.
understand it, of course, right? Because
There's no sphere though.
we
I
on the
mean, like
flat Earth.
when people
No
are seeing
curvature.
no when people are seeing the roundness, right? That so-called roundness, that's just a reflection.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring this to attention because a
What?
lot of people overlook this simple thing about like the globe theory, right?
Yeah.
We always take account of curvature on the y-axis. You know the y-axis? We always
Yeah.
take account for that curvature, but we never take account for curvature on the x-axis.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the side. We
Yeah.
always think about the top, like
Yeah,
someone
yeah, yeah,
doing a curve like that, but we
Yeah,
never
yeah. That's what I mean.
they're
I'm talking about the
making
side,
a
the
left
round.
turn or making a right
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
You know what I'm
said,
saying?
not a sphere, a circle.
A
No,
circle.
I'm just putting that out there.
The
I'm just
circle could be flat. You get
The
what
circle is flat.
no,
The
I
circle,
get it 100%. I'm flat Earth all
but
day.
but I'm
I'm
putting the
just saying
circle
for
as
those
I'm
who
putting,
don't understand their own globe model,
but
they
I'm putting
only
this.
take account for the
I'm
y-axis.
That's what I'm
They don't
saying.
take account for the
Sphere.
x-axis.
Sphere is
Yeah, but that's how we're proving that it's flat because okay, like this. There's these things called lines of convergence. So the way how our eyes work and vanishing point, we can only see to a certain distance, right? So it's like if you look down a straight block, say I'm walking down the, say I hail you up, right? And we're smoking whatever, I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm saying, yo, Rock, I'm leaving. I'm gonna walk down. It's just a straight block. As I walk far enough, at one point I'm gonna disappear to you, you know. But I didn't disappear. That's an optical illusion, and I didn't go over the curve.
Oh, you still
Yeah, I see
There's
what I
no
mean.
curve. It's just the vanishing point where my eyes can't see no more.
Can't see
Now we
no
have
more.
technology like cameras where we could zoom in, and it helps the human eye. Our eyes are limited, right? So now you could see, oh, he didn't go over no curvature. Same thing with a boat. When you're looking at the sea and you see the boat go to
Yeah.
a certain point, you think a lot of people are taught
It's going
that
over, yeah.
going over the curve, but we never see the bottom.
It's funny you
We
brought
never
that up.
see
I
the
saw
bottom of
something
a
on
boat.
IG.
You never see the bottom of the boat.
There's
You
a,
It
never
just
see the bottom
it
of the
seems
boat.
to disappear
way-
because of the vanishing
there's a
point.
way you can-
Lines of convergence.
there's
They
a way
go
you can
straight
make- you can make
and
the
they go
boat-
to like a point
there's a
to
way-
the vanishing point. So it's like a tip of a
there's
knife
there's
or a
way-
blade.
There's a way to make
You know what
I'm
it
saying?
look like you're in the air. You know what I mean? Because it's a reflection of the water.
Yeah,
Right? If it's blue sky.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, if you could, and then once you reflect it,
yeah.
after you flip it, it looks
Yeah.
like the boat's in the
And
sky.
see, and that's a good point you brought that up because that actually proves flat Earth too, because you only get reflections on the flat water.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like you can only get otherwise it's gonna be distorted.
Yeah.
Like if the body of water is not settled and it's not calm and it's not flat, it's gonna be a distorted reflection
Yes.
of you looking in. You're gonna see yourself like that. You know what I mean? But once the water is still and it's calm and it's flat, it's surface level, it reaches this level, you'll get a perfect reflection, just like how you see the boat again, and you can flip it, take a picture. It looks like it's flat, bro, because water don't curve. You
But a
know what
lot
I'm
of things, you know what? A lot of things are coming out now. It's funny that
saying?
we've
I
been
told
talking about
people were
this.
laughing at me the other day when I bring it up sometimes.
You know what it is? To me, I'm gonna
I
illustrate
told them
how I.
in a few years, this is gonna become mainstream.
Yeah.
It
And
won't
it's
be a
hitting
laughing
now.
matter then, because by that time the world will be very different. Trust me,
And it
because
is.
that truth opens you up to like a whole like Nikolai Tesla, and because he was a flat earther, and then when you learn about him, you start learning about flat flat earth. You start learning about free energy. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you look at things a
So
kind of
this
way.
what this
Bro,
how
I
people.
don't have to be paying for no Wi-Fi or nothing. All this shit is accessible, man.
You know what it is?
The universe
It's
is
in there.
based off of energy, just like Pop said, positive and negative. The Earth has a positive and negative charge. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
do
what
we.
people see. People want to believe what they see, right? So to me, when we're talking about the flat Earth, until they could kind of illustrate it from getting away from the circle sphere, like
Mhm.
until you could just get away from it, and I could give you the illustration why you see it as maybe as a sphere, but that's just an illusion. What I'm saying, like I don't know how people see it, but what I'm saying, this flat Earth is like a ball, right? Style, but you're not seeing this ball, right? That everything is, as you know, they fly into the Earth. Like every time when they're coming from the space, they're saying they're coming into the Earth, right? If it was a sphere, you couldn't even touch the Earth. How are you flying into a
You can't
spinning?
land on it. It's spinning.
How are you flying in? Yeah, how are you
land
flying
on
into a spinning
that.
ball? How are you flying into a spinning ball? Think of it.
You can't land on something like that. You
And
know
even
what I
even the power of the energy around the spinning ball. How could something even control itself?
mean?
How are you going to control yourself? You know, there's wind, right? Wind and or whatever, the energy. That's energy, as you call it. When something's spinning, it's making energy. So how is something going to be flying next? You're right. Even getting next to it, it could blow you away.
This is what I try to. I it's not an easy conversation to have with people. So
I
try my
could have
best.
I could have the conversation all day. I'm
No,
just
not
saying
on
that.
my part. Not on my
No, no,
part.
yeah.
If I'm with like-minded people, obviously it's gonna
Yeah.
flow, right? But
So
with
the
people
circle, it's just they don't understand the circle. Circle is different from a sphere. Just
what I
understand
do,
that.
I bring
That's
practical shit to them. I bring practical shit, like, okay, shit that they can go on them own and on their own and be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So land surveying, because I know a lot of brothers that do construction and stuff. So when I'm having this conversation with dudes that actually do construction, I have to remind them, you're in a field where they do land surveys, right? And the
Mhm.
part what land surveys are about is when they come there and they have to make sure nothing, no building, no structure can be built on uneven land. It has to be flat and level. So
That's
that's what a
true.
land survey,
That's
that's what
true.
surveying is all about for construction. So every standing building that we have in society is built on flat, level land. You get what I'm saying? So when you take that into account and you look at a sphere like a basketball, where's the ball? Look at a basketball, right? It's impossible to have a flat surface on this. There's no,
No, yeah.
you can't.
You have to come. You have
How,
to come
how
into
do
it.
we? And if we know that every building on the land that we live on, and we live in these buildings, in these structures, we know those have to be surveyed before they're built on level. That's why they have the level with the water in there, and it finds its level, right? The level
Mhm.
tool. Yes, they have to level,
Mhm.
make sure the land is level. Then they can build on. You know what I'm saying? If we know that, then how are we on this? There's nowhere where you could have that on.
No, man. The ball is an illusion. It's. I think it's the It's like from whatever's.
No, I'm just saying for
Yeah.
people that believe in that, I'm
Yeah.
trying to slowly
Yeah.
show them like certain simple. It's just simple. Like how
Yeah.
if we know that you have to survey land, right? And we live on the land, and you have to survey it to build on it to make sure it's level and flat.
Yeah.
But you can't have a flat surface on a sphere. Then we're not on a sphere. Then
No. It has to be. It has to be half. It has. The only way you can have a flat surface, it has to be half. That's like math. When I'm talking like a bowl type of way. A
but
fish bowl.
even if it's a bowl, right? They still won't. It still won't make them understand what we're trying to say. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But the flat surface is on top of the water. You get
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
what we're
What
trying
we're
to make them
seeing.
understand is that it's not bringing the bowl in. It helps because I already understand flat Earth,
Yeah.
right? But someone who's still looking at a sphere, they're gonna be like, okay, but the bowl is still a sphere. Like you said, they
No,
don't
it isn't.
understand the difference between a circle and a sphere. So you have to give them stuff with no sphere, no type of thing in
Yeah.
it for them to see that only this can only work on a flat Earth. Like I'm showing them, structures can only be built on a flat Earth. It's impossible to build
Mhm.
if you're not on even land. Now, some people may argue, oh, it's just that location and just that spot, but we're talking about
Mhm.
the whole world, bro.
All right, now let's move on to
Move
one. I
on,
know
huh?
a conversation. I would say because this
The
50-year anniversary of hip hop is,
Yeah,
here,
man.
and Jamaica. We're going to talk about how Jamaican culture influenced hip hop because it did. Kool Herc, right, and many
Kool
others.
Herc came from Jamaica to New York. In what year was it, Sean?
This is a this is a touchy subject now.
I
What
think it
year?
was. I think it's 73.
1973.
Yeah, I think it was 73.
I know I got even American family that's not, they disagree, man.
What's that about? What disagree? What
But what?
Disagree.
in what? Tell
They
me.
don't want to give the credit to Jamaica,
Why are you not going to give the credit to Jamaica? But no,
Hip
check
hop.
this. Check this though. If you go back to before I say the 60s, and you might even try to dispute this. In Jamaica, the toasting, what they used to do, the style
Mhm.
over the older records,
MC.
that's the same style of culture of hip hop. So when you see like these guys who are like doing the DJing, like what's his name again?
Yo,
Uroy, like Uroy,
Mhm.
yo,
and them
it
people.
says it right here, straight up. I went it straight up. I looked up online. When did hip hop start? It started in the early 70s, and times were tougher than usual for the poor parts of urban America. From a whole lot of nothing and a whole lot of imagination. It took from DJ Kool Herc, who created with throwing the switch at August 1973, which you're right, Dance Bash. Okay? All right?
Okay, check this though. They're gonna say, okay, it started in the street. It started with the youth. Now check this. They said the reason hip hop started because of the instruments were taken out of the schools. The schools didn't have funding for
Yeah.
instruments,
Yeah.
so people got creative and they got their boom boxes and they were
They-
doing break.
you-
They're
you-
doing break.
You're pretty much saying they were forced to do hip hop.
Yes, but Kool Herc was the one who brought it because he had the equipment. This man was a little bit. He was young, but he's a little bit older than all the rest probably in the neighborhoods. He would put it on all the time. I don't know if it was every weekend. Most likely, he would always put on some type of thing.
The controversy is that what he did the parties in Queens and he looked in Brooklyn. Which one?
No, not Brooklyn. He's from Bronx. He went to
Yeah, but
Bronx.
he wasn't doing the parties in the Bronx.
Yeah, like in Queens and other places,
Queens
probably.
and all them places.
Yeah.
See? That's why it's the controversy.
Well,
where did it really originate?
I'm gonna say
from.
this. I'm not playing devil's advocate or anything. If anything, I'm Ja advocate. As a man said, but I'm just gonna say this. Like they seem to have a point because what they're saying is in America, like for instance, you have, and this can be debated or whatever, but you have Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Who was doing rapping?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
he was
have
rapping all the time.
even before that now with social media and the internet and we get access to a lot of stuff. So I seen some footage from I believe it was the 50s with some brothers in America.
Sure, it was in the 40s.
Or maybe the
I
40s.
saw
yeah,
it was black and white,
yes.
right? And they're,
Yeah,
and they're like, and they're on the
Yes,
stage
he's
and
flowing.
they're
He's
flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
seen that.
They do have an argument there.
But what you? But let's
terms of-
let's
in
get
terms
more
of
down.
culture though, in terms of culturalizing it,
Mm.
we gotta give the credit to Kool Herc because it's the Jamaican culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to argue with these people because America does have a major part in it, like the
Okay, let me ask you
b-boying,
this
course.
question.
the
You know what?
graffiti, and all that
But
stuff.
what's wait?
Because
I
Kool
wanna
Herc
say something.
is an American. He's an
He
American,
is American.
as much
I wanna-
as he
I
is
wanna
a
say
Jamaican.
something
You
here.
get
I
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
say something here because since you brought up this topic here, right? Okay, this has been brought up, Sean. I'm sure you heard this. They've been saying, from the black and the no disrespect to my Hispanics and shit like that, but you know what I mean. But the topic was like, they brought it, and I was like, wait, hold on a second.
They played a part. They played a
Yeah,
major
they
role
played
in
their
it.
part,
Major
but
role,
bro,
major
but
role.
bro,
Major role. Puerto Ricans,
yes,
major role.
yes, they did. But let me ask you this: I asked you this on a pod, didn't you, Sean? Right?
What?
I asked you that, back in the day, could you name any Spanish or Puerto whoever,
No.
right?
No.
Right? Can you name any big ones?
No.
I
Who-
can.
No, in the hip hop,
I can.
can you?
No. If you're gonna say Fat
No.
Joe,
That's I'm saying
Fuck.
before Big Pun, before Fat Joe,
No,
all of that.
no.
I'm talking
Well-
about down to the old school.
Well.
No.
I'm gonna say this though.
That's what I talk about.
I'm gonna say this.
Beginning days.
They played a major aspect in the graffiti and the b-boy.
break and B-boy.
Yeah, but Crazy Legs.
Mm.
I'm
You
not.
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
not doubting none
So
of that.
that's like a forefather.
doubting
you know what
none
I'm
of
saying?
that.
So it's like there's
I'm
different aspects.
I'm not
It's
doubting
not
none
just
of
the
that, but I'm
rappers.
coming down to when it comes down to the forefront, like the beginning. You get what
That's what I'm saying. Crazy Legs is
Yeah,
the
but-
beginning,
yes,
but the
but I'm-
breakdancing
Yeah,
part.
the breakdancing element part.
And DJing
But
too.
I'm
Some of the
talking about
DJs.
when it comes to the MCing part, the music.
Oh, the MC.
Oh
part,
no, not that.
all
Not
of
the
that.
MCing.
Can
No.
you name
No.
a Spanish guy back
No.
in the day?
It's simple. You don't need to
Can you
keep
do it?
talking. It's no simple. I already know
That's
this.
what I
Man.
want to know.
They're gonna be mad at you, bro.
No, I don't
No.
care because
No, but it's true. No,
this
but
is
it's true
true.
though.
It's been talked about. This was like what?
I don't need to argue debate that.
Remember
I
last
only-
year they were talking about this?
yeah, but that's no
You can't-
debate. There's it's
can't
honest.
take credit
It's
from them,
honestly
bro.
there's none. No,
It's-
no, no.
it-
I never said.
In no
I never-
way can I be upset that they would want to be taking credit because it's such a
course
beautiful
they need
art
credit.
form, like, the fuck. I'm not trying to argue. What we're saying is, it's been solidified. Like, yo, Kool Herc. Like, come on. Like, we ain't gonna change that now. Yes,
We just
We
got
can-
Frost coming on
okay,
in here.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
we you know what I'm saying.
No.
We can acknowledge people's contributions and stuff for sure, and all respect for that, all respect due. But at the same time, it's been solidified already, man. Kool Herc
Mm.
set the foundation. And another thing, if I'm gonna say that, I also have to say this: Kool Herc should be a billionaire.
Damn
Should.
right.
Fuck the bullshit, bro. We have to stop the bullshit. Like Kool Herc should be a billionaire, fam. This is just my little opinion. Maybe it
Yeah,
don't
should
mean
be a billionaire.
nobody
Yeah,
else.
he should be. You're right.
But
Should be.
within my soul, I know, not feel, I know he should be a billionaire, fam.
Yo, we gotta have to.
And everybody else that contributed to this thing that's making other people billionaires that didn't contribute to it, but they're eating off of it. You know what I'm saying? Their grandchildren are going to college off of this shit, and people that put in the groundwork and the grassroots people, they're fucking. It's not right, bro. You know, I don't like that type of shit. It's not
So-
right, but it is what it is.
Frats just came in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What do you think about like you heard about Kool Herc, right? What do you know about Kool Herc?
he doesn't know who that
Nothing.
is.
It's
He doesn't
Jamaican.
know.
He doesn't know who that is.
he knows
And that's
he's
another
Jamaican.
thing. The generation gap. We gotta work on that in terms of like history and knowing our greats and the people that set the foundation. Me, I'm lucky I had a father that put me on to all the, like you mentioned, Uri. My pops always told me Uri started hip hop.
Yeah, my pops.
Day
too.
one, my pops always taught me that. So me grow up, I know them something is, because it's in the culture, and I've seen it, I've studied it. I'm a student of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But some people are not privy to that, and it sucks because if you look at today, I was wearing a Def Leppard shirt. You know what I'm saying? Rock now, the rocker youths of today, they studied those 70s rock groups. They're still going off of that formula.
Yeah.
They didn't leave the form. They didn't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Fix it. Yeah.
They still honor those great. Like, you think you could talk bad about the Rolling Stones and shit around these rock motherfuckers or whatever rock?
You
people.
can't. You
That's what I'm
can't.
saying. We got to take culture seriously, black people.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
wearing some
That
Kool Herc
culture
shirts.
is
We
something
need
that
some
you
Kool
just
Herc
have
shirts.
out here and you're just doing it. Bro, culture has to have a richness to it too. You know, you have to take the shit seriously. I take the shit seriously. I look at these guys like superheroes, Kool Herc and these guys, and all these foundational
About
MCs,
them,
especially the roots reggae artists and stuff. You know what I mean? Bob
Yo.
Marley's a superhero
Yo,
to
you
us.
know
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on.
Garnet Silk.
Yes.
Garnet Silk on them on the culture. Is he?
I'm gonna ask myself that. What happened?
the back up a bit more.
You mean back up? What
Back
if
up,
that's
back up.
it? What am I talking about? With general?
We're just talking about the influence of the hip hop, and same thing with the reggae. We're saying basically like hip hop came from.
Flabbermouth as a bass line, one of the best bass line player. Two line basic. Two line basic, Flabbermouth dog. Like you see all of them big Gregory Isaac and them yes and you living dangerously. Oh my, what name again? Yeah, the artist there. Sorry, I remember your name now. Right now for the top of it. Barrington Levy, Cola man. That's the I heard, man. Remember your name. But yeah, all
See,
of them big
that's the
tune
thing
them.
about culture. Like,
Yeah, and them man they originated, man.
that's why I can't knock the Americans for wanting to say, we have, because culture is how you look at it from your perspective. You get what I'm saying?
They're very
Because
influential.
they probably look at
Wait, I said to you, Ryan.
like Joe Scott Heron and them under. That's hip hop to them.
Mm.
But guess what? Joe Scott Heron is Jamaican.
Hey,
Bet you didn't know that.
Yeah, I
a
didn't
lot,
know
a
that.
lot, a lot of people are Jamaican and they don't even know. You
So
know what I
it's
mean?
all about love, yo. We just gotta love each other, but it's okay
Slick
to be
Rick.
proud of where you're
Yo,
from and your roots.
Biggie's
And Jamaicans
Jamaican
are very
too.
proud. We're very proud.
A lot of
So don't take it
actors
as
in Hollywood.
as
A
we're
lot
trying
of
to
people are
own
Jamaican,
everything
man,
and everything.
in the hip
It's
hop.
that, yo, we're proud of
Hey.
what we put out there in the world.
He said it. I'm gonna say it again. Biggie's one.
Biggie, you
Jay-Z.
you got Busta.
Jay-Z, 50 Cent.
Jay Z.
Yes.
Jay-Z.
His father,
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent.
All of them.
What happened? He dropped out?
I don't know what happened to you, man. The show must go on.
Call out certain names
Yo,
and your screen just went
your
black.
screen just went black out. Like the Blackout album.
You can't call a certain name out.
Where did he go?
Oh man said Jay-Z and the
Oh,
Spanish
Lee,
Sons. Relax.
man.
Sorry, Hov.
Yeah, I mean blood sacrifice.
Yo, Hov.
Zine, you don't know. Yeah, man, but yeah, 50 years of hip hop, man, straight up. Like,
50 years. Man.
could you remember the first time you?
Oh, and no number one. What they say? No more number one singles
what's that?
this year. There have been no number one singles this year
That's so good.
in hip hop at the 50th anniversary.
That's so good.
That says a lot to me.
Mm.
Even though I'm big on like chasing hits and worrying about that type of shit, but that says a lot to me.
When's the first time you ever fell in love with hip hop?
Damn, that's a great question. Hold up.
I'm gonna come on fire and fall in love with hip hop.
Okay, since he's thinking about
I'm
it,
trying to
right?
think of like a
No,
specific
I like that.
video
You know what?
song
I want to
or-
ask you this then. Since you said that, right? What's the first hip hop song you heard? Since you said that, you come to foreign, right?
I'm gonna come on fire.
What was the first thing
I'm
you
gonna
heard?
come on fire. I was in the old school type of shit. I'm gonna come on fire and can be real some friends with the strictly old school. So remember, I used to listen to Mobb Deep.
Okay.
You remember the first album I made with him, Baldhead?
Oh, dude.
Yes, I'm listening to not Cassidy, my boy. When the next one name, man. I listen to Wu-Tang too. I'm listen to Old Dirty Bastard. Let me say the old time. Them time on, you know what I mean? Man, you see in the studio, I didn't think they had all hip hop me I listen to. Them think it was brand new when I come on fire. You just reggae me did use to the strictly reggae. No rap thing and none of that. So when I come on fire, and that's and that's how me really
That's
get
a good
introduced.
start.
That's how me really get introduced
good
to.
groups right
Yeah,
there.
brother.
Okay.
That the man them was
Legendary.
like some older heads and them type of old school hip hop that them man listen to.
I can't think of a specific song, but most likely
Yeah.
it was. I'm gonna have to say it had to be around the era of like. That's a good question, man. You gotta follow. I gotta follow it again, cause I really can't think of like
I can't
because it's been in my life from day like.
Come
I
on
can
now,
remember.
you must.
I know,
there must
right?
be something from way
back
back
that caught your
what
attention.
Caught it.
That caught your
Me?
attention.
You know what caught
You know
mine?
what I said about variety before? I have
No,
so
no,
much,
no,
I can't
but
pick
same
one.
here. I had so much afterwards, but you know what? To be
Alright, what
honest,
caught your
I
eye?
was introduced to the gangster rap first,
Okay.
and that was like the NWA. One day my older
you
brother
did?
had the beatbox up, and then like, yo, what's that? And next thing, yo, it started from there. You know what I mean? Who's this guy? Who's that guy?
Yeah, I would
You know what
probably
I mean?
credit that to my older bro. Me falling in love
Straight.
with it.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
out of
See
all,
that, there you go.
but out of all hip hop though, I started with gangster hip hop. We didn't start with that commercial stuff.
Yeah,
no,
but never
or
start
anything
with no
like that.
commercial
Yo,
like
bro,
that.
it was
Raw.
all raw.
Raw.
But you
You
know
know what
what's
I
crazy? Because everything that was commercial was raw at that point.
Red
The
Man.
gates were open.
Oh
for,
yeah,
Red Man.
Oh,
the gates
yeah,
were
I
open
was
for
listening to
creativity
Enough
at
Red
those
Man.
points. It wasn't like the labels were stifling their creativity. Like be one way. Hip hop
No.
was blooming. It was like it was beautiful. It was like
in
yo,
fact,
there's so much variety. Like
because they liked it. It was new. That's
Yeah.
why they didn't mind it. But when you were getting into that
it was
political shit,
blooming, yeah.
they didn't like that. When you're doing that political hip hop shit,
Well,
that's what they didn't like.
Public enemy.
always-
Public enemy.
that's always been there though. I feel
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah,
like,
but they always
even-
had a problem with it. Like Sean, like Dead Prez and all of that.
they have
know what I
they have a
mean?
problem with hip hop overall.
No, but
Because
the
I
thing
get what
is-
you're saying, like the conscious shit, right?
Yeah, when the conscious shit in the hip hop,
But there
they
was
have a problem.
but there was an era for that. Like there was
I
an
know.
era when
they
it was
did
all
because
about Africa
they had the
pendants and
pendants and all of
it
them
was
things.
all
I know
about
what you're
black
saying,
power and sticking
but that was like the
together,
beginning. Those were like maybe like from the end.
I
of
agree with you. Like
89,
they don't like that.
like 88, like 88, 87, and into the beginning of the 90s. And then after that, they had to cut that out, bro. Trust me. Commercial rap came into play, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came in hard, and they said, "Forget that. That's not
But
selling."
we didn't
You know
know.
what I mean?
We didn't know then.
Sean, do you agree with me or not?
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I
The
disagree with that.
the A&Rs and all that,
They
they went,
definitely-
yo,
they
we
definitely
like
did
that,
that.
but you know what? You got talent, but we think you should do this. Right? Not true?
That's what's up.
Right? They want to re-engineer you.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Change the game.
They want to change the game. That's how it goes. You know what
But
I
you see,
mean?
now we know that the gangster shit was part of the commercial shit too. We didn't know back then. We were enjoying
Yeah.
it. We were indulging in it. It
Yeah.
was great. We didn't know, but
Until-
now we know that
Until
was
bad
another-
news made good news, and then
Yeah.
after good news, bad news. You know what it turned into? It turned into clout. That's what it turned into. Clout. So guess what? In order for me to get popular, to get on the game, I gotta make sure I got enough clout. You get what I mean? Not enough talent. Let me make sure I have enough clout.
It's past clout now for me. I look at it
Yeah.
as pure insanity.
Yeah.
The more insane you are, like you cannot be sane, normal, functioning in
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
You can't be like you can't. If you have a job, you're like they look at you like the fuck.
Yeah,
Like
man.
you can't. You
Talk
have to
up.
be like a literal like psychopath. Like you can't.
You know, have a life
You
you
can't
do.
be just humble and chill. Well, not necessarily humble, but you can't. It's a thing where you're not marketable if you're just normal, bro.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have like a face tat or some shit, like or
You
gotta have.
You have to be out of the ordinary.
Here it is. Not even out of the ordinary.
Extreme.
Nah, here, not even that. I got it.
What?
You gotta have black trauma.
Oh no!
If you don't have that in your
You know
cipher,
what he's saying?
you won't get no
You know
marketing.
what he's saying? You gotta be a black. You gotta be
Let me tell you
angry
what I
black man. You gotta
No,
be
no.
angry black woman.
That's a part
That's
of
what
it.
you gotta do.
That's a part of it.
That's how you get the
But
attention.
I'm gonna tell you what
know
I
I'm
mean by
saying?
black
You gotta
trauma.
be angry
right?
black man.
If you don't make us look like a fucking fool in some
Yeah.
kind of way, shape, or form, you will not get marketed.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
That's-
true.
that's- this is my opinion.
Some fucking
You're
trend or
right, though.
something.
You know what? You're right, though.
Trust me, man.
You're right,
They're not
dog.
paying
If them,
attention to
if
you.
them never do some type of
Some fuckery.
Like,
belong with
like-
girl.
No, we
Yeah.
down there podcast.
Down
Down
to
to
the
the same,
fuck.
man.
Yeah, down to earth.
It's about them see-
I'm to the point,
Yeah,
bro, where I look at it like this. Like every image of us that's pure
Yes, them traffic.
and you know that looks like presentable to the
Yes.
world is
Yes.
like
What?
it's like boring.
Yeah,
Boring, man.
that's
So,
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that's not marketable. That's
Yeah,
not
I know.
that's not sellable. You get what I'm saying? To the audience for certain platforms. You see now? When you put up the fuckery, when you put up some extreme shit,
but
right? That's when you get the views and all of that and
Mm.
everything. You get the attention. All right, we're gonna use the news for a good example.
I ain't
right?
mad at it though, you know. I'm
Check
just
this out.
speaking
Check
the
this out.
truth.
You see
I'm
when you
not
put
mad
good
at it.
news on, right?
You know what I mean? It's
You're
just-
not
it is what it is.
getting the residuals. But you see when bad news go up, you get enough residuals.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's the same way. See? You gotta put some shit what's out of the ordinary. It doesn't have to necessarily be bad to you, but it look bad to society. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, so you can get the views and get the attention.
Listen, I ain't
You get
mad
what I
at
mean?
it. I ain't mad at it. But there's got to be some balance, and we always have to come back to reality. It's fun to go into imagination and
Or like
you know,
being a
make-
character, being a movie
yeah,
star.
it's fun to go into make believe. But there has to be a point where we forward down to earth,
Yo.
and you
Uh-uh,
know,
so-
shameless plug right there, and
Dig
back
it, yeah.
back into like
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying?
morality
But-
and that type of shit. Because
But-
look at this,
A
look
lot
at
of
this.
people don't have the-
No, look at this. The reason why I'm saying that is because the farther away the more we pretend like this make believe shit is real, the farther away we get from reality.
I was gonna say, as
You get what I'm
Warlord
saying?
said,
Mm.
the great Warlord said, Bounty Killer said, it's disgraceful and distasteful, man. Bumbuckler. You fix up on yourself, yeah? You
Yeah.
fix up on
I'm not
yourself.
trying to be the holier than thou person. I'm just saying
no, we're not
from
saying
like
that.
from
No,
like a
no,
general
we're
look of it. Like
yes.
if we keep pretending that certain shit is normal, it just becomes the
You're
norm.
not in a normal to me.
It just
So
becomes
we're
the
not
norm,
pretend.
bro.
I'm not
It's not like-
pretending, in a normal to
If you
I'm not pretend.
like if you learn about your roots and stuff, you'll know that certain stuff is not of us. We just took it
Yeah.
and made it our culture. The ratchetness and all that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Over this,
I think
Balance, you know
we
what
don't
I
want
mean?
to get too.
It's
We don't want
fun.
to get too.
You can have ratchet and you can at the same
I'm
time.
just gonna be
you know what I mean?
real. I'm just
Balance,
gonna be
Balance.
a
That's all I'm
realist.
saying.
I'm just gonna be a realist with you. None of these youth them don't want to be educated. They just want to see some fuckery.
It's
Okay?
not.
No, come on, no.
No.
Agree with me.
No.
I'm
Hold
right.
on. I agree with you.
No.
I agree with you.
Majority of the youths.
No.
I'm not saying all of them, but
I'm-
majority of the youths
majority of
always
people.
want to see fuckery.
Majority of people.
Okay?
I
And
agree
there's
with
this
you,
thing
but not
called
the
TikTok.
youths. Not the
Not
youths.
the-
Not the
Alright?
youths. Not just the youths, man. I agree with you.
What the old adults
No,
trying
no.
to be youths?
The majority of people in general.
The
It's
majority
not
of
just
people.
the youths that love the fuckery. Everybody loves the fuckery. Hell, even I love the fuckery sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Yes, we do.
Me don't love
What do
the
you mean?
fuckery.
No, this is
okay.
This is why I'm trying to. This is
Okay,
why I'm
down
trying
to earth.
Listen. Can I finish? Let me finish.
Mm.
We love the fuckery in a sense. When I'm saying the fuckery, I'm saying entertainment wise. We
Yeah.
love the comedy. Wouldn't be comedy without the fuckery, bro. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, after you leave the comedy show, do you take any of the shit personal from the fucking comedy
Hell
show?
no.
No. So
No.
why do we take these rappers so
shit.
seriously, and why do we take this shit on wax so seriously and being tough so seriously and all this shit? It's not really what we are. You know what I'm
Fam,
saying?
face
Like that's
it.
all I'm saying.
Face it.
I know. See before.
Entertainment, reality.
Listen.
Entertainment, reality.
Listen, face it. Right now,
You know what I'm saying?
all the young cats them are rap, brother.
You guys keep doing the young shit. It's not the youngins, bro.
No, but that's
Yeah.
I say, brother. I'm have nothing again. But that's I say to the man them a rap, brother. The man just said,
Yeah, but okay, bro. Listen. You started out saying you listened. Listen. Hold up. Now this podcast is gonna get hot now. Gonna get hot in there now. Because look, didn't he say he started out listening to Mob fucking Deep, nigga?
Yeah, of all groups.
You know they were youths at the time. They were talking all that murder, kill shit. That's all. It's not no youth shit, but they're still talking that today. But it's artistic and it's beautiful because of the production and the whole thing behind it. And hold on,
Yeah.
because they come back to reality. These are grown men today with children and families and wives and all that stuff. So they're not doing what they rap about. It's a difference. But you guys keep saying,
they're doing what they're rapping about.
but it's not just the young youths doing that, bro.
You know.
You guys keep saying the young youths this and the young youth.
No, but
It's
the
society.
older guys, them not really like the older rappers. Them not really like follow up on them thing.
What?
They don't follow up on them thing.
What? Yo, hit the what? Hit the what?
From back then, and them still never settle it. What? Say that again.
Yeah, he said the old rappers don't partake. They do it the most. What are you talking about?
Brother, I'm talking about the man we have beef and all.
Okay,
Them
hold
just
on.
smash it, brother.
Hold on.
You know what I
Listen.
mean?
The reason why
Yo.
I'm kind of going hard because I used to do the same stuff to you, but this is what I'm showing you. Who did they learn it from?
The older heads.
There you go.
Yeah, what me I said the older heads them realize that I focus so
There
them
you
do
go.
it.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But the young cats
There you
them
go.
are do it because we are hearing their music.
When you
The
know
man them-
better, you do better.
Yeah, but I
Talk to the youths. Don't talk at them. Don't talk about them. Talk to them.
brother.
Get around them. Then you'll probably understand why they're on some op shit.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't do it, man.
That
Don't
was-
do it, so we don't have to talk about it.
That was
That's all
us.
we have to say.
That was
Don't
you.
do it.
That was me. That was everyone.
No, say
You know what I'm saying?
option. I said, nah, you
Okay, the same reason why you like Mobb Deep is the same reason why they like op music, bro. It's the warrior
that, but you don't see
spirit.
me I do them up deep them. You know, hear me I do them up deep them. I sing about. But love the song, but you know, hear
Hold
me.
on.
Niggas we do them up
Hold
deep
on,
them. I
hold
sing
on.
about.
Exactly. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. It's not
You
an
get
age,
me? I say, so
it's not an age group
everybody.
thing. It's not an
So-
age group thing.
No, it's
Yeah.
people have common sense and know the way you're hearing a song, brother. It's just lyric
It's
and
society. It's
You
just
see me?
society, bro.
and after that, that's what them say lyrical warfare, not a literal warfare.
Yeah, it's
You
just,
get me? I say it's just like
I just
that,
don't
brother.
like when people aim at the youths. Because
No, we're not aim at the youths, brother. We just talk the truth. We just adults, the youth, them, the younger generation, them, and the old generation, them. You know what I mean? Since you don't want to tell the youth.
No, but you're
You know what I
saying
mean?
you said
I'm
the
not
youths
pointing- I'm
them.
not
You
pointing
said
no
most of the
finger.
youths
I'm like
them.
an advocate, my youth. We're not advocating. We're not fighting.
No, I see what you're saying. I see.
Make it sound like
yo,
you
the
said
man,
anything.
me fight against. You man make me sound like me a fight. Me not fight against the youth, them, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't say that the youths
Brother,
them are
you
doing
can't
this
say
and
that.
that. Then
You
like,
can't say that.
is that
You see me,
simple?
I say?
That's all I'm
But when me I
saying.
say, me not say nothing wrong.
Say
And when me see
everybody's
you go
doing
on,
it because that's the truth.
well,
Everybody.
all right, so I did it. I said, you with them and the older. We just, you know, everybody in a one basket.
Yeah.
I got you.
You see me, I say?
It's just at the end of the day, entertainment, reality. That's all.
That's
I
all
was
me I
saying.
say. Yes.
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
Separate,
You know?
separate. I was gonna say that too. Separate the art from
Yeah,
the art
yeah,
from the
bro.
reality. Yeah.
And-
Separate
them-
that.
And we gotta check the OGs
Nada.
before we check the young
You
youths,
see me I
because
say?
who they
Mhm.
learning it from?
Yeah,
Like
what
who
me I
are
say?
you?
Yeah,
But
you're right.
also, the young youths
gotta check
them
ourselves,
can
I should
check
say.
themselves too. Them not wait
Mm.
for the OG them to set the example. Them other
I
young
don't think it works like that. still.
Well, I must say it take a mature person to do that. You see me I say? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So if the old youths, if the young youths them are set the example for them now, that would be
I think
an
that's part of the
amazing
problem. If
thing.
you
That would
leave,
be so
if you
amazing.
leave the youths to raise themselves, that's part of the problem.
Well,
They need counsel. They need guidance. That's
Brother,
why they're the
alright.
youth.
all right.
You know what
First of all, a lot of these young.
So that's what I'm saying.
rappers-
Get around them. Try to talk to
It's
them.
just a
Not
way
you,
out.
you know. I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
We gotta get around them. Try to talk to them, and try to
Mm.
understand them, and let them talk too. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's all us.
Yeah.
It's all us. You know what I'm saying?
I understand
So
that.
I'm just saying, if we come to reality and we realize, yo, most of us are law-abiding,
Mhm.
God-fearing, loving people, we be alright.
It's down to earth.
Keep
man.
pretending like, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
We're lawless and we're demons and all this shit. What do you think is gonna come out of that? Like,
Real
come on.
talk.
You're down to earth,
I
man.
just said too much screw face. You see me I say? You say that. You see me I say? Tira already tell them already. Them need to go chat screw face here. Too much screw face. That's some real shit.
Yo, Rock. So what? We gotta end this off soon.
Yeah, man. Anything else you wanna, in conclusion, for
No, no.
this,
I like yo.
episode?
I love the content, man. You see Frost and T-Rail, you know.
Do a next one.
Well,
You guys
here
could,
for a minute still, you
you
know.
guys could keep going, man. Trust me, I'm partying right now.
Anything you want to be in conclusion
Friday
for
night.
this
Friday night.
for this
Strong
episode
too.
before we go?
Yeah. We should go to part 2. Talk about something else.
Well, you guys could go to part
Live
2.
here.
We'll come up with something.
Okay, we still live?
We still live,
We'll do
man.
another one anyway. Don't matter. We here.
You
It's
see
Friday.
that? We're ethic up, guys. You know?
Yeah, man. Down to earth. Bless up. Bless up. Bless
End
up.
this episode here.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Everybody subscribe and all of that. You know what I mean?
Subscribe,
Yeah, man.
share. You see me I say?
Straight.
I'll pick a topic for you guys to hit out. You know, I'm gonna pick a topic.
Well, we're gonna be ending this episode just now.
Yes,
You heard
sir.
it here
Subscribe.
first with T Royals, Frost, and with the Sean Myrie. And you heard it here first from the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry. And I approve this message. Nation, what? You don't know, people.
We're gonna
We
follow
are
inside.